just another day, only to scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, thinking up about the same mistakes. Gotta let it go away, won't be as simple for you.
Yo, guys, Old Man G here, back again. I'm joined, I have a lovely panel, and we are going to be doing our tier list Premier League 2022-2023 preview. Before we get into it though, guys, how are you doing? How's everyone doing?
I'm doing fine. I already know my first to 20, and I know I'm going to be correct. I'm going to be absolutely correct.
Okay.
Compared to Factos especially, and Michael, who's been questioning my football opinions recently. So, I'm ready.
Oh, sorry. Give me 1 second, everyone.
Oh, good.
Oh, wonderful start. We're starting like maybe Man United season. Jigsaw, I hope it's not Jigsaw commentating.
This is Chainsaw, not Jigsaw.
I think it's Jigsaw.
You will see.
You're muted, bro.
Is it going to be Jigsaw or is it going to be Chainsaw? Is it going to be Jigsaw or Chainsaw?
It's going to be Chainsaw.
Are you sure? Absolutely.
Sorry,
so. I'm seeing that my band is actually covering Factos' face, so I'm going to intermittently, for some reason, it's not lifting you up, so it'll be in and out. But yeah, Michael, Factos, how are you guys doing?
I'm all right, man. I just came back from watching the United last preseason game.
Okay.
I'm a bit worried with the upcoming season, if I'm being honest. But but my boy Lisandro, oh my God, oof! I can't wait for that guy, man. I can't wait to see him, man. But yeah, man.
How long do you think you'll be waiting? Because it sounds like maybe Maguire and Lindelof are going to be the centre back.
Yeah, I think maybe around October time we'll start to see him like play more regularly in the team. But like in general, I'm just excited for this season to start again because I don't know about you guys, but I don't really do well during the end of season to the beginning of this. I don't know what to do, man. Do you know what I mean? Because everything just evolves around football. So yeah, I'm glad that the season is back up again. Can't wait, man. It's gonna be an interesting season.
And lastly, Mike, man.
I'm all good. Just waiting for the season to start. And then in a couple of weeks, I'm going to go watch the UEFA Super Cup between Real Madrid and Frankfurt. Cannot wait.
Okay.
Should have been Liverpool, but they bottled it and bricked it in the final.
They should have. But fair, congratulations to Liverpool. Obviously, won the Community Shield, first trophy of the season.
Well done. Salah scored in a final, man. Finally, they scored in finals now.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm telling you,
one striker showed up, and the other one, it didn't.
Oh, he still not scored a non-penalty goal in finals. Oh
no, not
that doesn't matter. We're winning 5 trophies. This is 1.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, here's 4 more.
Okay, this is the Infinity Stone.
The Infinity Stones. We're Thanos. We've got 1, which is the Community Shield. It counts.
Okay. Going for the quadruple.
Yeah, another
going for the quadruple. I see. I understand, Chainsaw Man. I understand. The quadruple is the truth.
So when is the parade for the Community Shield? Are you guys going?
That was a good one. Fair play.
It's a trophy at the end of the day. And let's be
real. Wait. Did you already have your parade for the Bangkok Cup?
We did, bro.
Oh, nice. How many people were there? The same amount of people as Man City fans? The same amount
of City fans, man.
Yeah, exactly, man. In Thailand, man, it was good, man. These guys love Manchester United, man. So. Right, let's get into it actually. So shout out to those watching in chat as well. Appreciate Samasi. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Apologies about Germany as well, by the way. So commiserations, but I'm sure you will lubricate England's team when you get to them in the World Cup. So this is obviously our Premier League predictions. I think let's just get straight into it. Obviously the first part here is relegation, bottom. who do you guys think will? Let's have a conversation about teams that are going to get relegated. I mean, I'll start with Michael first. Like, do you have any ideas?
Well, I've already come up with my predictions. Definitely bottom, no doubt about that, is Bournemouth. They are certified bottom in the Premier League this season.
Okay.
19th. I went with Brentford. I think they might hit a second season syndrome. Remember when Huddersfield, they survived that first season, and then the second season they were dreadful. So I went with Brentford, and then I think it's going to be Fulham. Even though they have Mitrovic. We know when Mitrovic gets to the Premier League, that guy scores less than 10 goals and doesn't do absolutely anything. But yeah, defensively, they're not good enough. So those would have been my 3 teams to get relegated. Contentions would be Everton, Leeds, Nottingham Forest. Those would be the other teams, maybe in contention of getting relegated. But those are my 3 teams.
Chainsaw, what do you think?
I've literally got the same teams as Michael, but mine difference is I switched Fulham to 19 rather than 18. That's the only difference, because what Michael said is completely correct. And Everton's the only other side or potentially that could get relegated, but I think they will somehow get out of it. They've got a couple of decent players. So yeah, Michael's right.
And Factos, man, what do you think?
Well, I'll go for the obvious one, because they've got a striker who's got the touch of a fucking elephant. So I feel like Liverpool will get relegated this season.
Whoa, what?
I'm not too sure. Did you see Haaland's touch yesterday?
Haaland, yeah, Haaland is. We'll talk about Haaland later. You know,
No, I'm joking. It's very hard to predict who's going to get relegated. I think it's harder to predict that than to predict who's going to win the league or who's going to finish in the top 4, if I'm being honest with you. When I look at these teams, the one that sticks out to me is Fulham, because they tend to be a yo-yo club. They used to be established in the Premier League, but then since they got relegated, they come up, then they go down, then they come up, then they go down.
They come down, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if they won the championship. I think it was Bournemouth that won the championship, if I'm correct.
No, Fulham won it.
Fulham won it, yeah?
Yep.
All right, okay.
Scored the record amount of goals in a championship season, I think.
Who's the manager, by the way? Is this still
Marco
Scott
Silva.
He's good.
Scott Parker's at Bournemouth.
Ooh. Right, okay. I feel like these 2 teams. I don't know. It's hard, man. It really is hard, man. I'll put Fulham there because they're just a yo-yo club. That's their fucking heritage. I'm sorry to say it. I feel like Leeds United as well. I'm not really impressed with their American manager. Like the guy thinks Calvin Phillips was a quarterback and all that. So, and I think there's escape relegation by the skin of their teeth as well. So I would put Fulham, Leeds, and I'll put Bournemouth there as well.
So I think it sounds like everyone can agree that like probably Bournemouth are going to be finishing bottom. That seems to be from what I can gather, they'll be 20th. And then Fulham 19th.
Fulham.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we? Yeah.
Leeds is a good shout, but I think Brentford makes more sense because I don't think they've done enough in the transfer window to like survive.
Well,
because they had that first season of doing well, and then the second season syndrome comes in.
They've got good players of Brentford. Do you see what I mean? Like their first.
But Ivan Toney doesn't want to play for them, so like.
If he stays there, I think they'll have a chance. If he stays there,
but he doesn't want to play there. That's the issue.
You know.
But do you remember last season with Brentford? Do you remember last season with Brentford? They were going terribly, and then Ericsson came in, and that changed changed their season because they were going to get relegated almost. So they don't really have a creative midfielder, Brentford, to maybe get the goals for Mbuemo and Ivan Toney.
I think Jesse Marsh isn't as bad as Factos tries to say he is. He's not great.
Respect my American brother. We signed two. They signed 2 Americans as well. They're gonna. Leeds America is here to stay.
Bro, who was that American coach at Swansea back in there?
Bob Bradley. That guy's a
He's a break.
He's a break.
Two first names.
The guy came with like huge. Listen, I'm not saying. Listen, it's not disrespect. I'm just saying that in general, like when we've seen American coaches come to the Prem, they've not really cut the mustard. If I'm being honest with you.
No, I know.
And then we had a few as a coach at Manchester United as well. And it's very hard for them to get their respect. I watched Jesse March's team play, and I wasn't really, really that impressed. If I'm being honest with you, I feel like they escaped relegation on the last day of the season. So I don't know. They could be in trouble. That's what I'm gonna say.
Let me quickly just read some comments. So shout out to EFAC is in the chat as well. Thoughts on now leaving the ground early? Is it as deep as everyone is making out? We'll talk about that briefly on the.
Did that happen?
Yeah, apparently did. Yeah.
The lot left early as well. I mean, there was
Yeah, a
other
lot of
players that
players
left
left
early.
early.
A lot of left players early. So
Cristiano's
okay.
obviously going to
All
get
right,
the
fair
headlines. So
yeah.
so
Yes, I have Bournemouth, Fulham, and Leeds. Says Samasi. FX has Leeds, Southampton, Bournemouth.
I'm
Southampton
telling you,
is
a
an
lot of people
interesting
got
shout,
Leeds in there, you know.
and Southampton is an interesting shout as well because I think they'll be fine, but they're always kind of like a sort of like a touch and go situation. I mean, I don't
Do you know
what
who
people
Southampton signed? RDS. Joe Aribo. Did you see his goal yesterday?
Yeah. That
I
was a
did.
sick goal.
I did.
I think he's going to have a good season with Southampton, Aribo. I think that was a
Yes.
really good purchase. I actually like him.
Yeah, no, he's a very good player. So yeah, maybe I don't know. It's just maybe it's just because they often almost similar to Burnley, but it's almost like the reverse before they went down, where like they don't start particularly well, and then they have like in the middle of the season they kind of string together a couple of good results, and then they end not particularly well.
Yeah.
This might be an experience with Southampton. Ed74 says big up RDS. Yes, shout out to Ad74. Make sure you subscribe to his channel, and also. We'll be doing a La Liga preview next week, actually. So just stay tuned for that. Leeds lost Phillips.
And Rafinha.
And
Rafinha as well. Yeah.
One player to watch out for Leeds that they signed is this guy called Sinisterra. He's a Colombian winger who's an absolute baller. So if you want FPL and you want him, I would definitely take Sinisterra.
Sorry, 2 seconds. So 18th whites. Is there? So it's basically between Leeds, Brentford,
Everton.
and and no one thinks Everton. No one thinks Everton.
Everton's too. They've got decent players, 1 or 2 decent players. I think that's.
Please name those decent players.
Anthony Gordon. I think he's not great, but he's decent, or at least average. The second one, Calvert-Lewin. I mean, he's not great, but he's good enough for bottom of the Premier League.
Just going to add Don Smoke.
There's 2.
There you go, Don Smoke.
Fat Frank, man. I'm good.
So what's your bottom 3, Don? What's your bottom 3? You saying that Fat Frank is gonna get Everton relegated?
Yeah, Fulham as well. They're gonna go down because they never learn, bro. It's like that girl who keeps breaking her heart and picking the same guys. They always come back up and try to play that style which they played in the Championship, right? Bournemouth, is a bit edgy because we don't really know which Bournemouth we're going to see. Whereas the one that got relegated or so. But Leeds, I'm not too sure at Leeds as well because
they were quite lucky towards the end of last season.
Yeah, without a Rafinha. So I haven't seen the Phillips replacement of Rafinha. So they're getting guys from the States, if I'm not mistaken. The coach of theirs is picking up players from Red Bull, the old Red Bull franchise.
Oh yeah, congratulations to Chelsea, I think, on their third signing. I think they've signed the keeper, is it? The Red Bull?
The guy from Chicago.
Yeah.
That guy, doesn't he play baseball or something?
Bro, Americans get this.
He went for a home run. Tom Bowley hit a home run.
Yeah, bro. He's getting players from his previous franchise and stuff, and I get them into football and stuff.
Hey, Seven says Everton are going down this time.
I'll tell you why Everton won't go down, because they are a relatively big club historically and currently as well. They got good. I wouldn't say they got good owners, but they got money. So I feel like if things get hairy around November, December time, they're gonna sack Frank Lampard, and they'll probably get like a manager's bounce. If they don't get that manager's bounce, they are absolutely screwed. But I don't think they will get relegated. I see them finishing in the tier above that, but relegation, I think it won't happen for them this season.
Bro,
you know what?
Aaron, oh, sorry. Go on, Chainsaw. Yeah, go on. What are you saying? We're about to say Chainsaw. Go on.
Just quickly, I think I'll change my vote to Leeds.
Okay.
Since the argument is there, though I prefer Brentford, but I could see Leeds going down as well. So I don't mind either team, Brentford or Leeds.
Aaron, buddy, thanks for joining, man. So first on the channel, like thoughts on the potential teams might get relegated this season.
The Do you have to have a meal for this show?
No, it's you don't have
relegation is difficult to discuss. I was thinking we might need meals. It's a tough topic. But yeah, one of the things I always feel gets overlooked with relegation is motivation. Like, which team, like, do you remember how we all used to try and get Stoke relegated? We always used to, all of us tried to deck Stoke. We didn't like Stoke.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a factor. And I don't think there's any teams, because now that Burnley have gone, I don't hate anyone anymore.
Bro, have you seen the football that Burnley are playing now? Vincent Kompany.
Bro, it's completely different.
500 passes in a game, man. I was like, what?
That's Man City tax.
Yeah, but that's championship tax because Fulham were averaging like 70-something% possession and then came up and got relegated straight away. Derby County, go and check the tapes. Derby County they blitzed the championship and I think they got 7 points.
Yep, record low.
Yeah, but it's different though, bro. It's more like they were playing like that because of the quality of players they had, not that they had the philosophy of how to sustain that style of play. Because
you're right.
I feel like with that style of football, you need elite players. Like, the style that players play. So when these managers come up with Fulham and Bournemouth trying to play out from the back, like they're just asking for trouble. You get what I'm trying to say? This is why I can kind of respect the football that Burnley were playing. You've got Ben Mee and Tarkowski in your back line. No disrespect to them players. So there's no need of you guys trying to play that expansive, style of football in your own.
But think about it. If you're a manager and you're trying to leave some kind of imprint, because there's three. If you manage Norwich or Bournemouth or whatever, you have three options. You're going to get relegated. You're going to get relegated in a sad way, or you're going to get relegated in like a fresh way that gets you at least in the minds of some of the bigger CEOs in terms of like, look at how Eddie Howe came up. Obviously, did really well, but ultimately got relegated. But the football he played clearly struck a chord with some big boy CEOs, and now he's in Newcastle. You can't just come up and do nothing.
But I could counter your argument by saying that if you played a dirty way and you survived the relegation, you actually could be seen as a better manager than the guy.
So you think Sean Dyche is seen as a better manager?
Yeah.
Than Howe?
Is he? No. Listen, Eddie Howe is a good manager regardless of what he done. Look at is it Daniel Falk that Norwich, the guy who was coaching Norwich? Yeah. He tried that shit, and where is he now? You see what I'm trying to say in the sense that I feel as if look at Big Sam was legendary for saving teams from relegation. Yeah, and you always gotta. You see what I'm trying to say, that at the end of the day, especially if you're not a big traditional club, look at your Sunderlands now, your Sheffield Wednesdays, whereby once upon a time they were in the Premier League, right? So unless you have the finances to sustain you through, even if you get relegated, I feel as if rather what a Burnley done for season. That's because
those clubs were like focused on gate receipts. Those clubs, Sheffield, my friend from who I've known, he's a Sheffield Wednesday fan, and those clubs were always focused on gate receipts and all that kind of old school bread, like trying to fit 50,000 people into your stadium every week and all that kind of stuff. Wigan, those are some of my favorite stadiums I've been to. JJB, Wigan, I've been to that stadium. All these kind of old kind of places where they tried to basically use gate receipt money and they didn't adjust to the Premier League TV money and just embrace everything, selling teddy bears, selling bed sheets, selling Man United basically is essentially what I'm saying.
Right, let's quickly just move on. So we still got quite a few. So am I saying that there's a general consensus that Leeds are probably going to be 18? So you accept that we've got Bournemouth?
No.
Oh, right. No, okay. Well, what's your prediction, Aaron? What are you thinking?
Mike, do you remember when Jesse Marsch with a young Erling Haaland almost chefed us at Anfield 4-3? Yep. Don't sleep. That's what I'm going to say.
Exactly.
Don't sleep on who?
On Jesse Marsch.
America.
Oh, bro, I'm sleeping.
But he doesn't have Haaland. He doesn't have Haaland, Minamino, and all those players. So
we bought the wrong agent.
You have to look at what Leeds has. You can't just say
Hwang. We should have got Hwang, not Minamino.
Yeah, we should have.
Get me a
But you
kilo.
can't. But Leeds don't have a Haaland or a player that could save them attacking.
They have Daniel James.
Come on,
No.
come on,
Oh,
What?
Jesus.
What? What?
They have Stuart
Well,
Dallas,
my
man.
pick
They
is
have
still
Stuart
Brentford.
Dallas.
He's an
Brentford is
international
always
footballer.
injured. He's
Yeah, I don't
always
mind
injured.
Brentford, but
That
I'm
was the
saying
funniest
Brentford,
shit.
Patrick Brentford.
Man United
He's
tried to
always
lie
injured.
to us. They were buying youth and they bought that shit. But I'm just saying, Jesse March, don't sleep, because I feel like even though he bought Rasmus Christensen, who is gonna get cooked by like everyone in life, that's a really bad purchase from Leeds. I also think the Aaron Anderson guy they got from America looks like one bad tackle is gonna send him back to MLS, like emotionally. But I feel like him as a manager, he's gonna thrive in the stress, and that's where I'll back him.
Well, what? Okay, so if it's not Leeds, because I think everyone else thinks it needs to be Abe. Like, what other team would you put in this position? Because I've even agreed with Fulham and Bournemouth, but what would you say?
Brentford.
Oh, Everton.
Brentford.
Yeah, Brentford.
No, I think with Brentford, it's more of a touch and go in the sense that the way they play, they can try get enough points up front to survive. They might
But
struggle
Don,
the second part of the season because of that the style of play, but by then they'll probably have 30 to 40 points.
yeah, but Don, they've
And we
lost
saw that
Eriksen.
they could beat the big boys. They beat Arsenal, they beat Chelsea.
Yeah, but you're forgetting.
They had some good results.
Second
Don.
season, bro. Second season syndrome.
Just to clarify,
Yeah, exactly.
did they beat when they played Liverpool? I don't know, was that the 3-3 or 4-3? Did they have
3-3.
Did they have Eriksen then?
No, they didn't.
No,
they only
but
had
that was
Eriksen
just
after
after.
Jan.
That was
Oh,
all
right.
Remember
okay.
at the beginning of the season they were really good, and then they started getting shit at like November, December.
Arsenal gave them life for like 6 weeks.
That is. Arsenal gave a lot of teams life during that time, and then they started to get good. And
Chelsea as well, man.
Yeah,
United
Chelsea.
as well, bro. Why are you acting like United didn't give teams life, bro?
We've been giving teams life for several seasons, though. That's the thing. So it's not really special. We're giving teams life for several seasons now. So
Yo, Mike, was such an L. How did we beat Man United 5-0 then lose to West Ham? How did we waste the life we got?
I don't know, man. Don't even remind me. How did we have a 2-0 lead over Brighton and screw it up?
It was so bad.
You should have got that quadruple last season, but anyway, we're not going to talk about that.
Bro,
right?
That's on the legs.
Move
bro.
on, RDS.
Yeah, we'll move on. I'm going to put Leeds here. It seems that there's a general lead, so I'll put it right. Okay, so let's quickly move on to low mid tables. So that's basically like 14 to 17 according to this tier list. Anyway.
How do you even analyze this section of the table? How do you...
I know it's hard, bro.
It's hard.
Make logical guesses.
Like, so the teams that you think that are going to be part of the relegation battle, effectively. That's kind of how I would see it.
This is the race to the beach, right? This is the race to the beach.
Pretty much.
Basically, like Brentford, the teams that we just mentioned, Brentford,
Southampton always gets to the beach first.
Everton is there for sure.
Everton are certified in this position.
So I hear Brent. So I hear Brent. I'm not going to put in a particular order, but I hear Brentford, Southampton. So what? 4 teams.
Who do you think is going to crash and burn? Who do you think?
But I think Southampton will actually be around 12, 13. They have a good manager though.
Who? Sorry, who will be 12, 13?
Southampton.
No, the manager always gets beaten 9-0, and like he always has bad spells.
Yeah,
so
but
he's going to be 14 to 17.
The games which you expect him to lose, he normally gets draws.
And
bro, but in the end, they always end up in almost a relegation fight. Do you get what I'm trying to say? In the end, like
RDS switch Nottingham Forest for that position, I think, and then Southampton could go.
No.
No, they won't do that great.
Say what now?
Nottingham Forest will finish above Brighton. You heard it here first.
No,
you smoking crack.
Yeah,
smoking crack.
Wait, hold on. Let me do this. Do people think that Everton are going to finish higher than 14th?
No, Everton's in this.
No chance.
Oh yeah, so Everton have got to be here then.
Yes.
Everton want to be in the Super League. They're trying to be in the Super League.
That's why they're building the new stadium, but they might open it against Preston North End.
Everton would definitely join Super League if they had a chance.
No, honestly, they're screwed. They're screwed. Everton are screwed. If Dominic Calvert-Lewin gets injured, yeah, they're done.
Yeah, who's scoring their goals?
Solomon Rondon.
No, with Richarlison gone,
Anthony
I feel like
Gordon. You have to rate Gordon in that team.
Did you know
he might be diving somewhere, bro.
Oh, sorry, go on, Amras, go on. I'm sorry.
When we beat Everton, Mike, 2-0, Alan touched the ball once, and it was from the second half kickoff.
Frank Lampard is a joke of a manager, man.
I don't know why
honestly.
he's not been sacked yet.
You know, he signed Tarkovsky as well.
Yeah, but that's an on-brand. It's an on-brand deal. The Dwight, it's on-brand. You know, at least it's
20
on
million
brand.
for Dwight McNeil.
It's
man.
on
They
brand.
just keep doing
On-
bad business.
It's
Yo,
on
McNeil is
brand.
a good player, man. Every time I see him play against Liverpool, he's always tearing Trent up, man. He's a good player, bro.
But everybody does that to Trent.
So what position will be? I'm going to switch because are we putting Everton at say 17th?
They'll be in that group, innit? Like it's
You
hard
can
to
put
say.
them at exactly 17th. Like there, we know it's either 17th or 18th. We know
this
that.
way.
Don, what would you say is the most powerful 3 points to help these kind of teams get like a little run? Which team, like what team? Obviously, don't say something like Etihad or Anfield because
No. I think it's points against each other.
or like Arsenal. I always feel like Arsenal gives these kind of teams a good boost.
No. I'm saying I think what determines who gets relegated is who can take points off each other. Because we don't expect them to take points. The thing is, of course, you're gonna get freak results here and there.
Scout.
You don't expect them.
Sorry, go on.
So if you can get points off whoever's next to you, that's your best bet. Because they have to go and play and get points of much harder games, and especially.
But then,
during
Don,
crunch
we're
time.
missing something. Which one of these teams do you feel emotionally needs a cup run? Everton need a cup run, Mike. Back me on that.
Bro,
Everton need it.
seriously.
Oh, yeah, but they're not gonna have a cup run. What cup run has
They
Frank
won't, bro.
Lampard done in his career? Nothing.
A cup run is key, man. It's key for the morale.
But then also, it's not key if they're in a relegation
Bro,
battle. because
Wigan
then
got
they might
relegated
get-
after winning the FA Cup.
Exactly.
Man. It's about staying in the Premier League.
It's all about staying in the Premier League.
They
But the
played
thing is,
Europa
out of
League
these
in the
lot-
Championship.
Bro, out of this lot, I think Brentford and Southampton, especially
Okay.
Brentford, I feel like
But
they
so
could
what-
take points off.
What
the big
position?
boys.
Because we need one more. If let's think of like which other team joins them. Because there's 14. This is
Let's see
another
the other
team.
team.
I'd say Forest, man. Nottingham
Yeah,
Forest.
Forest.
Forest. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. Forest. So what? So Everton 17th. Southampton.
No,
Brentford.
Everton
Go
should
down
be.
to the other teams.
Sorry?
But which team struggles to get out of a rut in this? Which team gets in? Southampton get into bad ruts, man.
Yeah.
It gets
Southampton
sad.
do get into bad ruts. I think.
It gets sad over
But
there.
16th just seems a bit too low for Southampton for some reason. They don't tend to. They're not like 14th for me for Southampton.
Yeah, and they signed a lot of good players. You guys, they signed
I was
like
saying-
9.
Oh yeah,
players.
switch Brentford and Southampton, in my opinion.
They signed players of us. A few are
The
getting
Bazunu is a
Brentford.
good goalkeeper.
So something like
Exactly.
this, 14.
Yeah, so that you guys can fund Kukurea, your Ballon d'Or Kukurea.
Bro, we want to get him on the cheap, bro. We don't want to spend that oil money.
Yo, Mike, if they spend 50 M's, we have to go crazy online.
No, it's 35.
We're not going to.
Wait, Massey says
He's spending 35.
Nottingham Forest after Everton. The people from Nottingham Forest should be
No,
after
bro.
Everton.
No, they'll be
No.
15th, 14th. They'll be similar
Yeah.
to Brentford.
Steve
Okay.
Cooper has been through too much to get here, man.
Yeah.
I think he's lost
They
that
got Jesse
one.
Lingard, all as well.
Jay Ling's
Hey,
gonna pop off.
Jesse Lingard is
10 assists.
good when he has space. So when he,
I think he's
will
like
have
Jack.
space at Nottingham Forest because
I think he's actually going to have a good season. Jesse
Yeah,
Lingard.
he'll
I think he's gonna have a brilliant season. He's gonna go to the World Cup.
He's gonna have a good catch, and then he's like so normalized.
He's gonna
He's a
go to the
fast
World
player,
Cup.
bro.
He's gonna go to the World Cup.
That's
right,
why.
is everyone
The
happy
keeper
with
was-
this order before we move on
Yeah,
to
that's
like table?
That's good.
It's good.
Think-
No,
okay,
it's
that
not
was-
controversial enough, man. This is weak.
No, you have to go for the actual accurate one, not
We're trying to be
I don't
factual.
ever
We're trying to be
think the
accurate. We
relegation
come back
and-
mid-season.
and-
Let's try and
Right,
get
this-
clicks. Let's try and get clicks.
No, go down, RDS. Let's see the rest
Now,
of the teams.
it will be controversial
Right,
when we
there you
get to the top. Don't worry about that.
Hey,
Guys,
Mike,
let's
I'm
start
worried
with-
about
let's
Gerard,
start with
man.
last
I'm
season.
worried about Gerard. I feel like they might brick him. Callum Chambers is looking lost.
Yo, Wolverhampton now.
Sleepy G.
Leicester.
Right,
I'm mid-table
That should
now.
go lower.
So that's what 8th to 13th. So what 8, 9, 10. So that's 6 teams in here, man.
It's about
No,
to
I
get
meant-
techie. It's
Oh,
about
yes.
to get techie.
Okay.
It's about to
yes,
get techie.
I think
Or 6.
Brendan Rodgers will get sacked at Leicester because he's
I
been
was thinking
poor last
Leicester.
season and he's going to carry on being poor. So
Mm.
even though he might get 13th or Leicester might finish 13th, I think he'll get sacked.
Audience,
along the
can
line.
you metamorphosize back into Magpie Studio and tell us what you're going to do this season?
Okay, first and foremost, I'm not Magpies. He's next door. Let's put that that way.
What about
So,
Los Blancos
like,
studio?
I've established Los Blancos Studios is me because that's just me on loan. But Magpies,
That's for Champions League.
that's for Magpies is a completely different person in different room somewhere. So, but if I was to get Magpies advice, I actually think they think that Newcastle probably be in top would be it's reason for them to be in top 10. I think.
Why are you not splashing the cash?
They have,
Why are you not splashing
They
the
have,
cash?
they
Yeah, but they've made intelligent signings.
Yeah, intelligent
That's
signings.
the key thing, so they're not sort of like, right, we're gonna just because clearly, even in quote top players want to have a project, want to have something first. I think that it's a process. So I think as far as Newcastle are concerned, getting into top 10, if you ask any Newcastle fans, top 10 is
And a cup run.
and a good cup run.
They need a cup run.
But based on the form that they had last season, when Eddie Howe took
Yeah, because
over,
they in the start of this year, I think they had the third highest,
most
Yeah,
points
second or
in the
third.
league.
But I
think.
like, bro, they're a proper dark horse for that top 6. If somebody's slipping, or if at least top 8, like I'll have Newcastle unless they're my top 8. If I'm being honest with you.
No, but you guys, those form tables things, they don't usually translate because it's usually to do with what needs to happen at that moment.
It's about momentum though as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So like
An expectation. That St. James's crowd is now going there expecting, okay, let's do this. Who do Newcastle expect to win? So I'll give you a tough one, Don. West Ham at home. Do Newcastle expect to win that?
yeah.
They can.
Okay. Do they expect to beat United at home?
No.
Yes. Oh, yeah. This
Maybe.
version of United. Yes.
Yeah,
Would
this
have-
Oh,
Yeah,
relax,
this version of
man.
United. Yeah. That's-
Disrespect, man. Disrespect.
RDS, put Wolves 13th.
Bro, that's not
because
disrespect. That's actually a compliment.
Wolves are the
bro.
worst team.
I didn't say you
out of the
get
lot.
battered.
Oh wait, okay, yeah. So let's go on. So let's first let's think of the 6 teams. So I think I'm hearing Wolves.
Yeah, Wolves,
Crystal
because they're the
Palace.
worst ones. Because
Leicester,
Crystal
is that
Palace, yeah,
Right.
Leicester's
Yeah.
there. Crystal Palace are good with
Aston
Vieira.
Villa.
Oh,
Right.
They're really good.
Brighton.
G.
Brighton.
Yeah, Brian.
Yep.
Brighton.
And
There you go.
Newcastle.
But you have to
No.
sort the order out.
Yeah.
Guys,
Brighton
I
not down
I
with
think
Nunes?
Newcastle will break into the top into
Yo,
the top
relax,
six.
guys.
What with what? Chris Wood.
Bro. The issue is the competition around there isn't so much tough. Like you have United and the other guys. So I feel as if there's
Bro,
space
well,
for them to break
I'll be
in.
honest with you. I don't feel like Newcastle need to be there, and Leicester as well. I might make a case for Leicester as well. I'll speak about them later on. With regards to Newcastle, yeah, look at their midfield, man. Bruno, what's that guy? Bruno Gamares, whatever,
Yeah.
and the other guy, bro. They were giving Arsenal
Who, John Joe
footballing lesson.
Yeah,
Eh?
to be honest, that Arsenal game,
Joelinton.
when they
Yeah.
lubricated Arsenal, that was, I think, for me, that was when you're like, okay, these guys are being serious now.
RDS,
True,
what about
yeah,
Shelby a
true,
new
yeah.
contract? Are you going to give Shelby a new contract?
Shelby's not there, bro. Is he still there?
Yes,
Shelby's
he
still
is.
there.
He starts.
It's
he
a
starts
big
for them.
debate right now, like whether they're going to give him that new contract.
It doesn't matter, but I feel
I-
like they'll do bits this season, bro. You cannot have him as 8th, man. I'll maybe have him as 7th if I'm being honest.
RDS, the two teams.
Yes,
if you
I have
look at
them higher.
Okay, the two teams there that have a good manager, a good system, and have made good signings as well would be Newcastle and Brighton. Because
Aston Villa.
Potter is a really good
But
manager,
Wolves,
and his
no,
system's
Wolves
really
actually-
good. No.
Oh, okay. The
No, but it's about the signings as well as the system. I think Potter is a really good manager. He'll carry that Brighton team higher in the table. While Newcastle have made good signings, and Eddie Howe is not a bad manager.
Potter can't
So, like-
coach a defense. What are you watching? Potter can't
No,
coach
but
defense.
his style of football is actually pretty good.
It's
Yeah, it's very
exciting,
hard
but
to
he
get
can't
Because
coach
you guys don't
defense.
beat Potter doesn't mean.
But he's
that
got
they're gonna
another
break
season
into
on his belt
something.
to manage the players.
But you can't deny Potter gets into ruts.
But-
Brighton
but-
get
bro,
into ruts.
yeah,
Wait,
but-
1 second. H7 in the chat brings up a good point. Leicester bought no one this window.
Yeah,
And
and
they're
that's
going
why
to
I
sell
said
Fofana and Kasper
boy,
Are we
who's
putting-
the replacement for him? Do
Are
you
you
know?
maybe putting Leicester a little bit
Danny
too
Ward,
high?
I want to say.
I say Leicester 13th because they'll sack Brendan.
No,
and
Mike,
they'll
they
sign
want to
in
get
January.
Nat Phillips, but we want to charge too much. They actually Leicester like Nat
Well,
Phillips.
we'll charge them 30 million because we
but
sold 20 million for Nico
you
Williams.
you can't forget Leicester's got good owners. Like those owners are actually pretty good. They're having a bad summer this window, but when they sack Brendan and sign in January, they'll get 13th comfortably.
Oh, look at
They're
this
the lowest
Arsenal
out these
morning, man.
H7,
Bro,
I didn't know
Arsenal,
H7 was a
bro.
Arsenal
Arsenal
fan.
one
Injury
way.
tax.
Newcastle spanks you, bro.
Our backline.
I'm really loving Conference League. I think it's added a really nice new dimension to all the different leagues. You see the way Declan Rice and them were happy about that. I think he said something like it was great to get any form of Europe. Like as I think Conference League is going to add a nice push to those last few months to stop
Yo,
a
it's
few
because of
clubs.
that terrorist Mourinho, man. He got a tattoo of the Conference League, and now
Damn
it's
right.
just elevated.
Yeah,
You
I
have to
think it was the
respect it.
perfect Conference League winner, the inaugural one.
English,
Like,
how
Yeah,
do you
I
have
know.
17 club leagues? They haven't signed much and have Van Frank. Well,
But I said Frank will get sacked, and the new
Yep.
manager.
Bro,
wants to
I
go
was
on
thinking-
You know who they're gonna?
Frank
You know who they're gonna hire
relegate
then? They're gonna hire Son Dice.
facts.
Yeah,
yeah, they'll
No,
hire
seriously,
Sean Dyche.
they will.
They will. They'll hire Sean Dyche.
He's a brilliant manager, though.
he
So
deserves it. Yeah, he's a good
But-
one. He's good.
Okay, what about this order, guys? Because we've got about 45 minutes, but yeah, what about this order?
I got to back Stevie G. Let's go. Stevie G top 7.
was?
Let's go. Top 7. Let's go.
I'd add TVG to the end of it.
So
Nah, I'd have Wolves at 13. To be honest, I don't think they're gonna do much
No.
this season.
I have
Okay.
moved at 8. Stevie G at 13.
That's George Mendes. That's George Mendes, like development club.
Exactly.
I don't know how. Okay, I don't know how we're gonna do this actually, because like there's a lot of variance of these 6 teams, and that's like,
when do you think George Mendes is gonna accept he'll never sell Ruben Neves for 80 million?
no.
Never.
Unless to United, if United are desperate with this Frankie, I won't be surprised if the United don't have a. Okay, we didn't get Frankie De Jong, so in
Let's
desperation,
finally get
let's spend
Ruben
80 million on Ruben
Neves.
Neves. That would be typical Manchester United. It generally,
And funny enough, I see you signing him and then him getting injured as soon as you sign him.
well, like what happened with Pogba at Juventus now, yeah, and then
You're not looking for a replacement for him.
Isn't Pogba seeing like a psychiatrist or something? Like some psychiatrist in LA for his leg?
yeah,
What?
it's
Psychiatrist.
I'm trolling, but
All right.
right. Okay,
All United players don't have psychiatrists, man.
Wolves, Leicester, Crystal Palace, Villa. So, okay, 13th. We could go around 13th. Show of hands. Chainsaw.
Crystal Palace. No, sorry. No. Leicester. That's right.
Leicester.
this color is way
Wolves.
too black to undermine Patrick, man. Let's go, guys.
No, I meant Leicester. I accidentally said Crystal Palace.
Okay, so Leicester, Crystal
Done.
Palace,
City
Don
group,
Smoke,
City group.
Leicester.
Patrick.
Leicester. Okay. Amaraz. Ariam,
Oh, for 13, I'm gonna go Brighton.
Brighton, and Factos.
I'm gonna say Wolves.
Wolves.
That's what I'm saying. It's not an exact science, trying
It's
to.
not. It's not.
No.
It's not.
You should just
Okay.
agree
this
on like
table.
what teams you think
Okay.
will be in
So
that
it
range.
sounds like Wolves. So if we shift Wolves to here,
Yep.
and then I think Leicester was in the so I think there. Okay. Now between these was going to be slightly complicated. So 11.
Newcastle,
Palace are too high for me, man.
No.
No. Crystal
I think
Palace.
I've got something-
What above
No,
Newcastle?
TPG.
Come on, man.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
Stevie
so
G.
quickly,
They made good signings.
I'll quickly go around one again, just because we've obviously got some more time. So 11th Chainsaw,
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace. Mike,
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace. Don Smoke,
Slippy G.
Villa. Okay. Ariam,
11th, I'm gonna go with
Don't be biased, bro. Don't be biased, man.
I'm gonna go with Leicester.
Leicester already.
Leicester's
They
already-
can't pick Leicester.
lower.
you can't pick
Oh,
Leicester.
okay. So it's out of the 4. Sorry, my
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is actually a genuine
It's gotta be
question.
sleepy, man. It's gotta be sleepy.
Crystal Palace.
This question
Put your
actually
Liverpool
has
bias aside, bro.
I know you got these Liverpool fans.
No,
Big
fact,
fans in
you're just
Gerrard,
biased.
Hold on, let me think. Okay, they signed Sheikh Decore, they kept Eze, all those boys. Alicia's second season.
Did you
So,
see
yeah,
Eze?
nah.
Did you see what he did in preseason?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to be fair. So no,
Uh-huh.
I'll do it like this. there's no way Patrick Vieira should finish below Gerrard because he's in second season. Then Bruno Lage may get a
He's a
little
better
bit.
player.
Yeah, Gerrard. Fuck yeah, 11th Gerrard.
So the general seems to be that Villa's gonna be there. Okay, right. Let's put Villa here.
Tyrone Mings tax.
Right.
Tyrone
Okay.
Mings tax is huge.
10th,
Crystal
guys.
Palace.
Crystal Palace. Chainsaw.
Yeah, Crystal Palace.
Don Smoke.
Palace.
Okay. Ariam.
Brighton suck.
Brighton 10th. Okay. Factos.
Back your mute.
Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
no.
Go on.
Do you guys hear music in the background, or is it just me?
No,
No.
music.
I put some background music in the background. So
All right.
people seem to like that. People seem to like it in the Q&A. So,
Serenading music, man. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Because we're discussing dead football. We need.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Funeral music, man. So what are we talking about? 10th?
10th, yeah.
Just pick a team.
Yeah.
11th? I guess just pick a team. I'm not having.
Does anyone think this? Would anyone be? Is this a shock if Chelsea would finish 10th?
Yeah, it would be a massive
shock.
shock.
They've done it before.
Any decent team that finishes after United would be.
No, really. Chelsea played the worst football in the top half. Chelsea played the worst football in the top half.
Yeah, but they play a back seven, so
But it's effective.
Yeah, I'm having Aston Villa. Sorry, yeah, Stevie G.
No, he's already there.
he's already.
Yeah, he's already
Crystal
11th.
Palace.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace, yeah. Crystal
Yeah.
Palace. How it is.
Okay, Crystal Palace. Right. Okay. So.
But I heard Leon Bailey's looking sharp. I heard
Yeah,
he say Wagwan.
Then he'll get injured. Don't worry.
He's on fraud
Oh,
watch.
yeah.
Team.
Yeah, Chainsaw.
Because now we're picking those two, right?
Newcastle,
I'll just
Brighton.
switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put Brighton there. And like I said in the start, that those two teams will be in those positions. And I was right.
We'll see at the end of the season.
We'll see, man.
We'll
Telling
see.
you, I know what I'm saying.
You also talked about quadruple, but we won't go there.
5 trophies. We're winning 5.
If Brighton lose Cucurella, Ballon d'Or Cucurella,
Yeah.
Yo, they're getting Brandon Williams, man. They'll be cool, bro.
Oh god, that's certified relegation then.
Oh yeah, he did get
Michael, you're next.
Michael, yeah,
Newcastle 8th, no doubt about that. They'll finish 8th.
So Brighton. Are you switching? Yeah.
Okay, so Brighton. So is there a general consensus that Newcastle probably going to finish 8th and Brighton beneath?
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah.
Okay,
I have Newcastle 7th, so I'll take 8th.
you say 8th as well for Newcastle.
I said 8th as well.
Yeah,
I said 7th, but I'll take 8th.
bro.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, we're obviously getting to the UEFA Conference League place because the teams that we have left, I'll just scroll up a bit so everyone can see them. West Ham, Chelsea, Liverpool,
West Ham.
City, United, Arsenal.
Ham.
Guys, let's not be
West Ham
predictable.
7th.
Let's not be predictable and put West Ham at 7th. Let's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
United.
I think personally, West Ham. I think Newcastle might finish ahead of West Ham.
No, I had United 8th. Newcastle.
Yeah.
No, don't smoke. You're
Don't smoke.
trolling.
United.
Like,
Pick
let's
United.
be logic about
Michael,
this, man.
pick United.
Bro,
You're clearly
why am I
trolling.
trolling, bro?
Then I'm gonna have Chelsea finishing first. Like, let's have a proper debate about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Let's
but
look
you'll be
at
out
the
first.
No, but why can Don not say 8th? Why can't he at least?
No, yeah. Is anyone?
I
Is anyone?
know.
This is democracy right now. Does anyone think that
Unless
United?
we're getting suspended, right? Chelsea are not finishing
Michael, can you remind them when we
yes.
used to finish 6th and 7th? We used to deserve to finish there. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, because we were
yes.
trash, bro. You had a trash team. You had man like Fabio Aurelio and these guys in your squad, man. What's this guy?
yes.
Jay Spearing and whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Right,
Bro,
1 second.
Look at the players we signed this season. You're gonna tell me we're gonna finish 8th
Yeah.
on top of what we had. Man, come
Wait,
on.
just like,
Oh
is
yeah,
this true?
United fan.
This isn't true, is it? Did you?
And I know you're a Liverpool fan, innit? So I hope you didn't miss the parade for the community.
We
shield,
got
bro.
locked in. My guy.
Oh yes.
Wait, did you guys have another parade?
I think we're all sleeping on Arsenal finishing 7th because they've had an amazing pre-season, and this is where Arsenal fans start saying we're winning the league, and then suddenly they just drop off. They could finish 7th, realistically speaking. Gabriel Jesus is not good enough. They keep saying like he's some sort of great player.
Change
He's
song,
not a great
change
player.
He's
He's an
better than your
average
striker,
player.
bro.
He's
He's
an average
like
player.
years ahead of your
The
striker.
guy can't
Relax, James.
score to save his life, and when it matters, and he's going to struggle with Arsenal.
Yeah, and also
Saka's overrated.
Mike,
I disagree.
overrated.
Is Saka overrated? Is Saka overrated?
Yes, he is massively.
let me piggyback off that. Mike, do you remember one of the biggest things I always tax is who plays in the Champions League. Fabio Vieira was benched twice against Liverpool. That is an issue. That is an issue, boys. That's
But
an issue.
he won't start for Arsenal though, so that's the thing.
That's true. Yeah.
Is Thomas Partey still at Arsenal?
Yeah.
Well, he might be going to jail, but
But
Yeah,
if
we
they-
shouldn't talk about too much.
we're not going to talk
Basket
about
is
that.
broken.
But if they lose key players, injuries or whatever, right? Then Arsenal don't have a squad to cope. They could actually finish 7th.
listen, Arsenal
And
might
Arteta is the least experienced manager out of all of them, even David Moyes at West Ham. So
Well,
Arteta is
which
the
which
biggest-
squad do you think is mentally most resilient? I think West Ham are more mentally resilient.
Yeah, they're
than
more
Arsenal.
resilient. Arsenal
How?
are
They
the
always
weakest.
bought the top 4. How are they mentally resilient? They're always they are always in contention for they're like Leicester. They're always in contention.
No, they're not. Leicester bottle. West Ham. I've never seen West Ham bottle once with Pardew.
They literally got a top 6 last season on the final day. United should have been in a conference.
No,
league.
but they were doing Europe. You guys were in nothing.
We were in Europe as well, bro.
Wait, hold up, guys. So I think we all agree that West Ham are
My
going to finish
United's
7th.
Champions League run last year was a ghost
Yes,
run.
right.
It was fake.
Okay,
It was a
good.
false
Right,
fake.
okay. Hold up. Let's go on contract. Sorry, so just want a few comments. And if you don't like, sorry, so that's not vibing the music. Do people like it with the music or not? If not, I'll change it. So just let me know. Maybe
I
it's
like
only
it.
works.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Maybe it only works in Q&A. I don't know. Matthew says first City, second. We're going to go to top 4 in a second.
Yeah, relax, man. Stop talking about the inevitable.
Samantha says West Ham 7th. Okay, Vignesh, where's this logic? United got a better manager with a better squad, but finished lower than their worst season. So there's
We don't. No, guys.
That's
Remember,
custom
the
done.
thing is this: Ten Hag is unproven. It's
He's more proven than Arteta.
Don't smoke. If you're good enough, Tuchel was
Bro,
unproven
Arteta-
into the Prem, and he still finished 4th.
Don't smoke. Arteta's the worst out of the 7.
Okay, audience, this isn't a loaded question. This is not a loaded question, I swear. I know he came
don't
off
say
fake
okay,
injured,
okay.
but did Pogba get you any points last season?
What do you mean he was injured?
I know, but did he get you like any particular points?
He did. He had 4 assists in the opening game.
Yeah.
Like 4.
That was it.
That 4 assists against Leeds, and then I think that didn't
Then he scored against Burnley, and that was it, bro.
Burnley.
He did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so you're not gonna miss Pogba, so nobody should like say
Yeah,
they lost.
they won't miss
Pogba. That's not the
You
argument.
remove those points.
We got Eric. We
United
got
from the
Ericsson,
Conference
man.
League.
We got Ericsson, bro. Jeez, did you see his passes, man?
To be fair, the Ronaldo situation is still there, so that could disrupt your.
The issue Man United have is that getting a win against United will forever be a big deal, and that's an issue that you have to really kind of not let that shit happen again.
That's true.
Okay, so are we really saying that United, because this was said by Don Smith saying United are going to finish 8th. Is there general consensus on this panel that United are going to finish 8th?
No.
7th.
Yeah.
7th, right?
Okay.
It's
I think
debatable.
top six.
Okay.
Top 7 at least.
So in which case, let me go back to the original question: Newcastle or West Ham?
What?
I think West Ham are better.
West Ham, I think they're
They
more
make good signings,
experienced. I won't say better, but they're more experienced in this top 6 race than Newcastle. Because
They got better
Newcastle
players.
they gathered good momentum second half of the season, right?
And West
we
Ham
haven't
don't
seen
get
them.
bullied, not
And
getting
also,
bullied is so
the only
important.
thing I would counter to Don Smith is that obviously West Ham will have European football. Newcastle do not, and obviously with their consistency
Not RDS.
next season without it, they could.
Yeah, but it's a
Yeah,
weaker competition
I
this
think
year.
Rangers
RDS
United as
Conference League.
I
Sorry,
think it's a good
It's
shot
a weaker
to say-
competition, so they can
Yeah,
play their
weaker.
B squad.
I mean that's true. That's true.
Oh,
They're going to
yes,
be playing.
but
They're going to be playing in
United as well,
Gibraltar.
so-
The other thing is that West Ham actually performed against Liverpool and City, like
That's true.
Spurs did. So
That's
West
true.
Ham, you have to put respect on their name. They
That's
could
true.
actually play against the big boys as well.
Yeah, because
Nice.
you guys, let's not act like strength and not getting bullied, like not being taken for dickheads is still
Yeah,
about 30%
exactly.
of the Premier League. it's still about 30% of the Premier League is making sure you don't get taken for dickheads. And Declan Rice and all those guys always at least guarantee check. They don't, when they step onto the pitch, they don't get. That's where Arsenal lose points, because sometimes Arsenal just get taken for dickheads. So you really have to look at McGinn becoming captain. That's a big decision in my opinion, because that just shows that Gerrard, at least if he's gonna die on his sword, it's not gonna be because his team are weak or soft or just embarrassing. Do you kind of get the point I'm making? So for me,
that makes complete sense. But you would, when you say United fall into that category of like they get treated like that as well, like they get bullied.
That's my issue with like this whole Fernandez Eriksson thing. It's looking like a birthday cake over there. It's looking soft.
It is looking soft.
Right, we've got to move on. So
let's switch Newcastle.
People that are saying that Newcastle will be 8 and West Ham are going to be in the UEFA Cup.
Yes.
They're going to be 7.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I got it the other way around. To be honest with you.
I got it the other way.
It doesn't
around.
matter.
I got it. United 7.
Are the theme songs different for Europa Conference and Conference? Are the theme songs?
They're the same.
They're about the same. Yeah, they're about the same.
I was
They didn't
there.
even
They're the
remix
same.
it. They didn't even remix it.
They need to change that because the Europa League song it's somewhat catchy. It is a bit catchy.
I like it actually.
You know,
Hey Mike, we were there, man, with the
I know.
Christian
And United
Wilson.
are there now.
My guys.
no, exactly. Right, 5th and 6th in the Europa League.
Before we discuss this, I just want to bring up a point that I think it's quite lazy to just say that because United were shit last season, they're going to finish 6th. Because to me, when you look at the past season, there's always a big team that falls off really, really, really bad and ends up finishing like 5th or 6th. You know what I'm trying to say? Like a couple of years ago,
Liverpool are going to fall off. We're going to finish 6th.
let me cook, bro. Let me cook, man.
Yeah, let Factors land. Go on, Factors. Go on.
Liverpool fans on here. So a couple of years ago, it was Liverpool. They won the league, and the next season, they literally Alisson had to like score a goal to get him back into the
Yeah, but we finished
championship.
third.
I know. Yeah, I get what, but he did fall off that season. That's my point. I'm suspecting this season, because of everything that's going on at Chelsea, the bad momentum, I wouldn't be surprised if they had a massive fall off.
Yeah, but Factors, you haven't signed.
I'm not saying they'll finish 6th. I'm just saying they're the most likely team to have a massive fall off next season.
Yeah, but you still have situations like De Jong and CR7.
Well,
Factors, on a more positive note, how about we talk about which players really we haven't seen in United, and under better coaching are we going to see better of? Like, let's be more positive rather than bringing Chelsea down. Let's focus on who in United is going to say what's up, because I feel like a lot of guys can't say what's up there.
So we got like a new centre back. We got like a new midfield. Jadon Sancho, bro. Like, do you expect him to do 5 goals and 3 assists again? Like, come on, guys. You know what I mean? Rashford scored 5 goals last season. You had 20 and 20 the 2 seasons before that. Like, this guys, not long ago, Eden Hazard, finished 10th with Chelsea, scored on the last day of the season. The next season after that, you got the PFA Players of the Year and won the league. Players can't down tools for a season. Like, players can have a really, really bad. And we had Ralf Rangnick and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If you guys think we're going to be as bad as that before, I'm telling you, bro, you guys are going to be surprised.
You have to put respect on United's media.
We're going to let people think that. That's the key. Let people think.
Do you know what?
United going to be
put our 7th, bro. Put our 7th in it. Put our 7th.
Yeah.
You have
Wrecking Ralph was a tactical genius.
United can build up hype. They can build up hype and roll over teams. If they build up some small hype, they can just start to roll over Aston Villa, roll over Newcastle, roll over West Ham through hype. They can do that. Many of the other
we're going to whole season.
You give me a good PR speech. Before Wrecking Ralph came in, we got I saw dossiers, bro.
That was Ole.
Compilations of how this guy is a tactical genius, bro. Right. The thing is, United has been selling us hype for the past 10 years, bro. That's the reality. Right. LVG came in. Oh, we're going to see this. The next guy came in. Bro, there is no guarantee that it will work on Ten Hag's tenure. There isn't. So
All right, do you know what? Put us 7th then, man. I'm done because this man are applying football in logic, man. Just
Fuck
put
us.
us
No,
Fuck
but
us.
Don,
We are,
I'm a
bro.
Liverpool fan.
One at a time.
In my
One at a
head.
time. One at a time.
In my head.
Mike,
In my
go.
head.
The only reason why I would have United at 6th is you still have Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back, who's not very good going forward, and with Ten Hag's formation, you're gonna have to go forward a lot with the tactics
But
that
he's
he
not
likes to play.
playing, bro. He's not
Okay, so who are
playing.
you gonna play then? Are you gonna play Thiago Dalot then?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Factos. So if you're gonna get
Bro,
top
and the
4,
three
Did you
in the
watch him
highlight.
play against your team, bro? Like he's actually a good inverted fullback.
yeah,
Like,
and
I
when he
saw-
played against my team, we
Look,
won
Mike,
9-0 on
Mike,
aggregate.
Let me talk. Fullbacks nowadays are not good defensively. I saw João Cancelo get cooked by Mo Salah yesterday.
That's because Mo
You
Salah
can't
is one of the
tell
best
me-
forwards in the world.
Yeah, but he's good when he's inverting and when he's going forward. Like Sancho and Dalot, they're starting to form like an understanding.
Factos, who's your midfield? Is it McFred still?
Ericsson, bro.
So Ericsson's gonna play at the
be
8.
there. Fred is gonna be there. Yeah. When has Ericsson played as a number 10, bro? He wasn't
At Tottenham, at Inter Milan?
At first,
No, he wasn't.
Milan.
Yes, he
Adios,
was.
gonna go
He
after
was
Mike.
number 8, bro.
No, he was a number 10.
He was number 8
He
at
was a
Tottenham. Dele Alli was
No,
number 10.
no, Dele Alli was the number 8 and
Right there.
Ericsson was the 10.
What? He was,
You had
he was playing out wide at Tottenham as well. Like it was Dele Alli that was the number 10, and then Harry Kane was the striker, Heung-min Son on the left, and sometimes.
Okay, but do you
Ericsson
really
on
think
the
that
right.
Ericsson can do a job right now at number
As a
8
playmaker.
against the top teams in the Premier League?
Bro, did he not score against Chelsea away when he was at Brentford? What are you guys doing?
Bro,
You know
he was
what, man?
playing
This
as
guy's
a 10
improving.
Brentford, bro.
Adios, gonna go after Mike.
This
Talk
guy's
about Chelsea,
improving, man.
Right,
You
okay,
can sit here and tell me that Jordan
I'll
Henderson.
I'll interrupt just for a second, just for because I mentioned Chelsea. Do people, because Chelsea's window hasn't been that great even. They've lost players, whether that's simple or not. Do people think that is there a massive difference between United and Chelsea going into the season?
Would you rather have Benny
manager.
McCarthy or Mike Phelan?
McCarthy,
So
man,
they-
World Cup winner, man. So World Cup winner, sorry, Champions League winner.
No, McCarthy was coaching a local team
In South
not
Africa,
so
yeah.
far from where I stay. Bro,
He's top rated, isn't it?
what?
Audience, I need you to talk about this Benny McCarthy appointment. I need your opinion.
Manchester
Bro,
United
like real
Ten
talk.
Hag
Like, he was
will-
coaching and they didn't even
will
win the league.
improve.
They didn't win it.
Smassy 6 for United, but Europa League win, not with hot potato as 10, and your midfield is McFred, aka McSauce. I mean, all I'm saying is, do people think Tuchel's not going to like implode the season?
No, I think so.
No, but
I think Chelsea will finish 5th.
Tuchel is a much more defensive manager than Ten Hag. It's that thing of, you see, for example, when teams, as we spoke earlier,
But has
coaches coming from the championship.
But has their defense
No.
improved though, Don Smith?
No,
Has it
but
improved?
yes, hear me out, right? Coaches
go on.
coming from the championship, right? And they want to maintain or sustain the style of play when they come into the Premier League, right? Not knowing that the competition is much more tougher. In Eredivisie, the teams that were playing against Ajax, most of them, they were not as good as Ajax, right? So your players just have to be superior to them to a certain degree. Whereas now, most of the players you're playing against are actually better than the players you...
No. Wait, did you say our players are not as good as the one at Ajax? Like man for man?
No. You
say
missed
like
my point.
system?
I said in the Eredivisie, right, where Ten Hag was coaching, most of the teams that his players played against, they were inferior to his team.
Okay,
Right.
how about in the Champions League when he fought against Real Madrid?
Bro, he lost to that bum.
Wait,
Point.
can you tap me? Can I come in?
But like your manager lost to that bum Pochettino as well.
Yeah,
in the Champions
it's
League.
pep tax, bro. In the CL, we've seen it.
So then you're not making sense, bro. That's what I'm saying. You man are not using football. It's just banter, bro. You're not applying any logic. The guy has
No, life is
in the
difficult. Bro.
Champions
That's the
League.
logic. Life is complicated.
Right, we have to move on. We have to move on because we have to at least come up for 5th and 6th. So I'm going to go around, just going like everyone. Obviously, you are going to be clipped potentially, so just bear that in mind. So for there seems to be a general consensus that West Ham are going to 7th. We'll just leave it at that. 5th and 6th. So 6th place, Chainsaw.
Okay, I'll get immunity, so you can't clip this.
Okay.
But okay, I would say United come 6th only because like what Michael said. Look at your midfield. Look at your fullback options. Look at your centre back options. You still got Harry Maguire starting for you. You're relying on Martial, Rashford, and whoever the third player is. right? And they're
Sancho,
unproven.
bro, Sancho.
They've dropped off.
Greenwood.
No, don't mention.
Just let
that name.
Chainsaw land. Like, go on, move on. Go
But like, you're relying on players that have fallen off massively. You're hoping they perform. You're not going with any logic with your estimation of your team. You're just praying that Ten Hag does a miracle and brings you to fourth. If you're being realistic, you got so many holes in that team that needs fixing.
I'm sorry to say this. It's not a miracle for United to finish. This fucking.
It is a miracle if you guys finish fourth. You got Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Factors. So get to TM to explain. I'll just go around.
No.
So okay. So
Okay,
United sixth. Who's fifth? So we move
Fifth
on.
will be Chelsea. Only because I do see Tuchel like imploding in some way because he needs a striker. If he doesn't get a striker in to work with Sterling, then that transfer hasn't worked out properly. So
H7
I
has a
just
hot
think
take.
he will
City will implode. Yeah, I mean, I think
Well,
City will only implode.
title, bro.
City will only implode if Pep is stubborn and continues to play Haaland on top. Let's relax. So Michael, man, fifth and sixth.
I have sixth. I have Chelsea. I've changed it now. I think they're gonna implode. I just think attacking wise and look, they're linked to everybody. They're linked to MLS guys. They're linked to probably Indonesian players. They're linked to everybody in the world. They don't have a structure.
Canadian Premier League, Canadian strikers.
They don't have a structure when it comes to the transfer market. Tuchel doesn't have an identity other than playing 7 in the back or 8 in the back like he did in the Champions League to win it. I think they're going to do well in the Champions League, but the Premier League, I think they will implode. And who's their striker? Please tell me. Is it Kai Havertz? All right, well, if that's the case, then they're not going to score a lot of goals, and Sterling will miss probably 10 tap-ins this season.
And I don't think their defense, and just in such as I agree with you, but like, I don't just think their defense that great, and also Mendy towards the end of last season was looking a little bit suspect.
Yeah,
he was looking
he was.
But you got Mike.
He will. And who's going to be their third center back? Because they're linked to everybody. And if they're going to pay, 80 million for Fofana? Bro, I don't know what they're doing at Chelsea at the moment.
Yeah,
and midfield wise, not the greatest either. Fifth, I have Manchester United. I think you guys will improve. The front three will improve. Now, how much will they improve? That's the question I have for Ten Hag. And obviously with Ronaldo, we don't know what's going to happen with him. If he's staying or they're going. Look, I hate Manchester United. I think they have a great manager. There's no doubt about that. Ten Hag is the right guy. It's going to be
Michael.
season.
Someone has an answer to that question about who will play up top for them.
Batman will do the job.
No.
Sorry. Broja will do the job. Don't worry about that. He'll score 6 goals for them this season, like he did at Southampton last year. But Manchester United will finish 5th. You guys will improve. You're gonna have a lot of games where it's gonna look beautiful, but you can lose like 3-1 because that's just the way Ten Hag plays. And then some games you can win 5-0.
Arsenal above us?
Yes, I think Arsenal already.
Doesn't 5th get UCL?
Wow.
Doesn't 5th get UCL this year?
In a couple seasons it does. Not yet.
Are you saying Arsenal because of the hype in the preseason? Or
No. I think they've actually made really
good last season as much as us, bro.
No. Factos. They've actually made a lot of good signings, and I think they're building something good there. Like they've spent a lot of money for the last couple seasons.
Martinez, you don't rate Ericsson.
No. Factos.
I'll come to you. I know you want to cook. I
rate those players, Factos. Trust me, I rate those players highly.
No, you don't, man, because you think Saliba and fucking Jesus are the second coming.
Yes, I'm sorry. Would you take Factos? I'll answer your question. Would you take Gabriel Jesus at striker for Manchester United right now?
Say that again. Over Tony M.
Oh my God, the same guy who couldn't score a goal at Sevilla. All right, but I'll have 5th Manchester United. Go ahead.
5th and 6th. Factos, I'll come to you. Factos, relax, I'll come to you. Don't smoke. Go. We need to move on. Don't smoke. 5th and 6th.
So initially I had West Ham at 6, but I'll excuse United for 6th.
Okay.
I think the key for Ten Hag will be how adaptable will he be to his philosophy and beliefs. Because I see something similar to Pep's first season, whereby you come in with your ideas and your way of playing football, but you don't have the players to implement it out. So there's going to be a lot of stupid goals, right? Whereby, because he at the end of the day, first of all, you don't have a ball-playing keeper in the game, right? And then you have a fridge. We don't know whether it's going to be Wan-Bissaka or Dalot. I haven't seen enough of Malacia to see what he's about.
He'll probably be starting, but go on, yeah.
Right. Oh, sure. What I'm saying is there's too many question marks, and everything has to click for it to work. And most likely, and the issue is that the competition around you is only getting tougher. It's not like before, right? Whereby you had a few good solid teams, and everyone around you they're trying to figure things out. Most teams, they know. Like, for example, look at your West Ham. They know what they're about. Like, Moyes has them drilled to, okay, this is what we do, and this is how we play, right? Whereby you have someone who, because you must understand, like, most of these players have never played with the system that Ten Hag wants to bring to them, so it's going to be difficult, right? And for that reason, and plus you have your question marks around Ronaldo. Of will Ten Hag have the balls to bench him or make him earn his place if he stays, or will he put him straight into the starting lineup, which will upset the players who are actually doing well in preseason? They're like, okay, so it's not about meritocracy anymore. It's just about, okay, you play based on your name. You understand? So I feel like as if Ten Hag has a lot of questions to answer, which we don't know yet. For that reason, I put them sixth. But fifth is difficult.
Fifth is difficult. Okay, well, there's a general.
And what?
Oh, well, actually,
I feel as if there's not like too many of a points difference between third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. It'll be similar to last season, whereby it's like 2 points, 1 point. So there isn't going to be much. Hence, it's tricky because anyone can get those positions. Chelsea, there's also question marks. We don't know what's going on, and the fact that all the transfers they try to get, they get hijacked. How?
No. Actos, you gave them Sterling. Okay. Right, go on. Yeah, finish your points. Finish your points.
Who's next?
I feel as if I think Arsenal will still be fifth because of the manager. Unfortunately, I feel as if the other two managers will get, just like how Conte got Tottenham over the line last season, because it's going to be about the crunch time when the pressure's on. Can they do it? I feel as if they're going to coast the whole season until the business ends. Then they're just going to fall off. And plus, they have injury-prone players, so good luck to them. So I see sixth United, fifth Arsenal.
Yes, one thing just before.
Quickly.
I want to switch Chelsea and Arsenal around because Don Smoke is completely right. That Arsenal team had no European football and struggled to get fourth, and Arteta's inexperience. Don Smoke's onto something. I think he's completely right. Arsenal should be fifth. And one thing for Michael is he said that Chelsea don't have a striker, but who does United have? Name me one good attacker at United.
The only thing the only thing I'll counter to that though is that like Chelsea have obviously don't have a striker, but they have lost one of their best defenders in Rudiger for that season.
Yeah, but they got Koulibaly. He's better than all your.
So we'll add one more body and we'll be 8 at the back.
Do you still have Blackheads?
Yeah.
And also Kante's been getting quite injury prone, and there was a clear difference that when Kante wasn't playing at times, Chelsea were garbage.
Kante tax.
You know, I'm not, and he's not been that great.
Real,
so.
Kante was as good as McTominay last season, man. Let's keep it real.
Right. Okay.
Is it me?
Yeah, I'm going to come to you because Factors wants to speak to Cook. So Factors, who's your fifth and sixth position? Because we've got about 50 minutes. We've got to go.
All right. Okay. So the disrespect on my beloved team is amazing. It's crazy, man, because you guys are bringing up players like McTominay, Fred. I get it. These guys are not good enough. But even with these guys and a trash manager like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we still finished third and second. We still finished above Chelsea twice in a row. We still finished above Liverpool in one season when we've always finished above Arsenal up until last season. And like we all know the reason why United finished sixth last season was because the players down twos. Do you get what I'm saying? There was dressing fighting going on. Like the players did not want to work for the managers. And we've seen it before that when players do that, the team just crumbles. But I've been impressed with what Erik Ten Hag has done so far. I don't know if you guys have noticed here, but United have played 7 preseason games. That's twice as much as Liverpool and Chelsea. So Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man City. So it's clear that these guys is trying to get as many games before the season starts to drill his system into the guys. He also had the players come in 2 weeks before anybody else started pre-season. So which tells me that this next upcoming season, at the very least, the players are not going to down twos, which means we're not going to finish 6th, because if we just play our game, we can turn up at every stadium. Like, didn't we have the record for the most away wins or something? Didn't we have the record for the
COVID?
Were United the only team that had COVID? Where other teans also had COVID? Like, were the
you benefit from no fans in the stadium.
No, when there were no fans.
Exactly.
So
no,
what you have playing in the same stadium?
Right.
It's an equalizer, isn't it? Like, if it's just
with fans, it's pressure on your players. Your players don't perform under pressure. That's
Bro, you're the biggest club in the world.
How about the season before that?
No, John.
Guys, we're gonna have to move on. So literally,
let me
in 15 minutes. So we're gonna have to. So
let me finish my point.
Okay. Round up.
Who's gonna finish 5th or 6th? I genuinely feel like Chelsea, like I said, there's always a team that implodes in every season, and it ends up being an anomaly in terms of like where they finish compared to other seasons. I feel like that team is probably gonna be Chelsea. Although I wouldn't put it past Tottenham if Antonio Conte has a meltdown at some point and decides to leave, but I'm sure that he's probably gonna stay. So as to who's gonna finish 5th or 6th, that's really hard, man. To me, it's between Chelsea and Arsenal, if I'm being honest with you. And the other thing as well, I see like, between the team that finishes 3rd and the team that finishes 6th, I genuinely feel like it's going to be like a 4-point gap or something, or a 5-point gap or something. You get what I'm trying to say? So you could be 3rd this weekend, and the next weekend you're 6th. So it's going to be very hard to predict it. But I just feel like Chelsea, they might have an implosion. Like, that's why I don't want to put them above Arsenal, but I have to. I'm going to have 5th as Arsenal and 6th as Chelsea.
5th as Arsenal, 6th as Chelsea. So unfortunately, it seems that due to Strasbourg go ahead. So I've just seen the private chat. So unfortunately, I'm actually fine and content with putting United 6th, because I think that at least it's better to keep the expectations low and then build from there. And then, of course, for people that are certain members on the panel that are overhyping their teams, certain receipts can be made and can be clipped for later use. So I'm quite content putting United at 6.
But like, in your honest opinion, though, like where do you think they would finish?
In my honest opinion, there's a very good chance I'll be on loan to Madrid from the beginning of the season. My second honest opinion is that I think that the midfield is the key issue for Manchester United right now, and that midfield is still a problem. And I'm still not convinced that we will create enough chances for strikers to score. So I would say, personally, I think 5th, and then a good run in the Europa League, depending on what the Europa League is. I mean, Manchester United, when Ten Hag, could probably beat Frankfurt in the final, for example. So 5th and Europa League win. I don't think any United fan can say that's a terrible season. Especially that's better for me than winning 4th with no trophy. So I put United 5th, but 6th is fine. And so I think everyone, just the general sense seems to be that Arsenal going to be 5th. I think that's what people seem to be saying. Arsenal going to be 5th.
That means Chelsea will be top 4.
Hey. I think most people had Chelsea at 5th.
Oh, most people had Chelsea, so it's 5th.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
Okay, that's my bad. Okay, so put Chelsea as 5th. Right, okay. Right, so top 4, finally. Because I've got around. Top 4 finally, so I suspect, so we basically have Arsenal, Spurs, City, and Liverpool. Right. Okay. Okay. Don, as a City fan, can anyone stop Manchester City this season?
You're mute, bro.
You're muted. We can't hear you.
I was saying injuries, right? Especially to our central defenders, right? Because I believe Ake is not good enough to start, to play in week in, week out, and Diaz is good when played with Stones or Laporte, because basically because Stones is our best ball playing centre back, followed by Laporte. Right now, if you watch us play without Stones or Laporte, our build up play is affected. We don't build up, like teams press us. That is why I went back to United saying that they will struggle, because to build up from the back, you need good defenders who are press resistant and they're good on the ball, right? With Ake and Diaz together, our build up play is very slow, and I believe that. And you saw it I didn't watch. I wasn't able to watch the Community Shield, right? I just saw the highlights. But
Okay.
as always, I always know that when Ake is
that's
playing,
that's why I didn't. You were quite quiet. I mean, there was certain people.
No, yesterday I had Uncle Tex. I was with my nephews, so yeah. But barring injuries, we're gonna win again, because the thing is, we know how to go on runs, on unbeaten runs, and we will do it again, right? And that's where we normally win. We win the league from about November, October till Jan, Feb. You will see something more than 12 games we will win in a row, collect those points, and then have momentum ride us through the end. I think even with Haaland, and I keep saying this, Haaland was bought for the Champions League. Pep knows how to win the league without a Haaland. I believe Alvarez will be good enough. I think Haaland can help us in games such as your Southamptons and whatnot, where we have like 1 or 2 chances. The games which we normally draw. That's when you need like a Haaland to give us a different option. But most of the league teams, we can beat them with our false 9 system, and Pep will change too. Liverpool will come close again, because I believe they're good enough to also go on those runs. But they also have bogey teams, and with Mane gone, because I believe, especially after Christmas, when Salah posted that Christmas tree, Mane was the guy who was digging you out of with those clutch goals, and Mane has always been that player. In most of the games, if it's a 1-0 or 2-1, you're most likely going to see Mane on the score sheet. And we haven't seen enough of Nunes. I'm not saying that Nunes can't do it, but can he do it at the regularity that Mane done it? I don't think so. So I believe that they will have to find someone who
we can't put that pressure on him.
This could be a breakout season for Jota. Right? I'm not saying that they can't step up, but I believe it's gonna be another close one where we're gonna sneak it in by no more than 3. Liverpool will be there. They're good enough to be there, and they will be there. But unfortunately, we'll 3-pit it. Yeah, and we haven't seen Liverpool win the league with fans, so I believe
that's facts. That's facts, man.
Yeah. So I'm so just based on that. I mean,
our unbeaten run had no fans. Well, your Premier League title had no fans. Do you know what I mean?
So is it reasonable to say the general that City and Liverpool are going to be battling for first and second, and Spurs and Arsenal will be third or fourth. So in that case, just going and sending order, who do people see finishing fourth? Because I mean, Sebastian is saying Arsenal's fourth.
Yes, let me go. Let me cook.
Okay, Ariam. Okay,
please bring some common sense in here, man. What is this I'm hearing? I hope. Yeah,
you guys. Of course, I'm putting common sense in it. This is why I think you guys are sleeping on. You're sleeping on Man United and you're sleeping on West Ham. Now, the reason why you're sleeping on both of those teams, who is the last team in this panel here that actually knows what it is like to successfully execute a top 4 race? It is Liverpool. We are the last team to actually execute a top 4 race, get to the top 4. Forget the fact that we did stuff after. We actually did. That was one of my favorite seasons with Lallana at the end. Remember, Mike, with Middlesbrough when we won 3-0. Now, my thing is that there's no pacemaker anymore. We had Arsene Wenger to keep up with. That is how you get into the top 4, by a pacemaker, and then you pip the pacemaker at the end. The problem we have right now is that Tuchel is not really, he's faking top title race, then he's also complaining, like he's not setting the right kind of pace. You don't want to follow Man City's pace because they will twist you up and down. You think you're with them, then next minute they are won 14 games and you're not going to see them again. Liverpool are always on try and copy Man City, so you don't want to follow our pace because we are not also dictating our own pace. The issue that Man United have is that Factors, do you want to be the pacemaker or do you want to have a pacemaker? Because following Thomas Tuchel's form may lead you to 5th. It may lead you to 6th.
Well, nah, man. I want us to finish. I've actually got United finishing 4th. I've actually got United finishing 4th and Tottenham finishing 3rd.
But are you gonna set your own pace? Are you gonna set your own pace? Or are you gonna follow Tottenham's pace? Whose pace are you gonna follow?
Why do we have to follow them, bro? Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you have to talk about heritage. We've won 13 Premier League titles. We know how to get over the line.
Bro, how many of those titles, bro?
It's been 10 years.
How many of those titles have you seen in the last 10 years, bro?
Does heritage stop
Bro,
existing?
I'm just trying to talk ball. Like I'm
actually
actually just
get
trying
over
to
the
talk
line
ball.
in the UCL because you don't have any. You don't. Your team, your fans have nothing to look back on and be like, yeah, we did it before. Then we can do it now.
Well, everybody respects your club. Everybody
last
respects
day.
your
It's
club.
a fair sorry.
Everything
GG
title,
the
bro.
census says Arsenal's legs do go when Christmas arrives, and that's something that we do see with
Bro.
Arsenal Football Club, Shanice. So
Bro, everybody respects Man United. Like we're not disrespecting Man United here. At least I'm not. Let me speak for myself.
We don't respect United. We
My whole
respect their
thing is just
history. There's a difference.
we've already
chill.
we've already established argument because we have already established. To be fair, we've already established the 5th and 6th position. So we are trying to focus on top 4 of the remaining teams.
Yeah. Like we're finishing 6th, bro.
No, but audience, are you not understanding my point about pacemakers?
No, I agree with you,
The
bro.
pacemakers matter, bro, because
But
I know
the thing
what I'm
is,
saying. Like
when
I
you
know
look at the
what I'm
last,
saying. Like,
no, I get what you're trying to say when it comes to winning the league, the top 2. But other than that, yeah, let's look at the teams that are finishing 3rd and 4th. The bar for finishing 4th has been very low, bro. Like, look how many times teams were bottling it last season. One time it will be United, it will be Leicester, it will be this. Like, it's very, very low. That's why I'm saying United can sneak into that. It's not even about sneaking in. We just had like a really, really bad season, man. Like, it just happened,
Okay, so let's advance the conversation. How many points do you need for 4th?
Say that again.
Well, last season it was.
How many points do you need for 4th? Let's advance the conversation.
Was it 60s? It was 60
about
something.
60 something.
Yeah, I think so.
That's
Yes.
a minor.
Bring up the history. Can anyone like find out recent history? What's the recent history saying for 4th? What do you need? 72?
No, not that far. Because we got 4th before with 66. I think
Tottenham had 71 points last season.
Tottenham had 71.
And they were 4th?
Yeah.
Okay, Tottenham had 71. What happened the year before? Well, the year before, I think we got 69.
It was in the 60s,
but that was the COVID
yeah.
season.
Chelsea
That
had
was a bit weird.
67.
Go back to non-COVID, like
last year
what
was
was it?
non-COVID.
18-19. What was 4th in 18-19? The last true season we had.
Last true season.
Yeah, I'm saying
Bro, all I know is
71
about
points as
how
well.
many
that
points
one, and then also 18-19. What was 18-19?
71
Okay,
points
so
for
you need
Tottenham.
70-something points. How many games did you win? How many games did Tottenham win last year?
They were crap, bro. For the first time of the season, Harry Kane
How many
scored 2
games-
goals up until December, man. That's the bar for finishing 4th nowadays, man. You know what I mean? You don't have to be scintillating
Relax.
because the rest of the teams are crap. Do you got what I'm trying to say? If you have a good manager and a good team, you can do it.
I've got to go. I've got to go because again we're running out of time.
Bro, we're just trying to talk maths here.
But RDS,
Right.
is it true that you guys are offering Frankie de Jong £500,000 in wages a week?
We'll talk about that on the Lisandro Martinez show in 15 minutes. So I'll put every Manchester United talk to that at 1:45 when we have a convo where we talk Ajax. So let me quickly go around now. Shout out to Antonio and Sebastian in the chat, by the way, Bugger. I hope you guys are doing well, buddy. But so let's quick go on. So 4th place. So Chainsaw, quickly. 4th place who?
I think everyone would agree. If it's out of Arsenal, Spurs, City, Liverpool, it's Arsenal 4th, Spurs 3rd. Like I don't, unless someone has Spurs in the top 2, that would be the only debate. I think Arsenal are 4th. I mean, you should just put Arsenal just there. There's no argument for Arsenal to be 3rd, 2nd, or 1st. Let's be honest. Right. And then I'll speak title after we get 3rd and 4th done.
Yo, don't smoke, man. You giving Arsenal Gabriel Jesus, he's got everybody gas, man. He's got their whole.
It's what you do, bro. It's the hope that kills you.
Right. Arsenal 4th. Okay, so who's putting? So Spurs 3rd? Is that a general consensus?
3rd. Yep.
Yeah.
Spurs 3rd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Spurs.
Right. Okay. Now I'm going to be quiet, and Fabulous is going to be quiet for a second because we're going to talk. We're going to leave. We've got a City fan and Liverpool fans, and I want to have a statement from Mike as to why he thinks that Liverpool are going to win the Premier League, and then a statement and a recap from Don as to why he thinks City will between the first and second. And then Chainsaw, you can.
Well, maybe Chainsaw can answer this because it's Jigsaw at the end of the day. I don't think Liverpool can win the title.
That's a fair.
I think City will win it.
Mike, you're a disgrace, man. You're a disgrace for
There are
Liverpool.
people that say Liverpool's title for third.
No,
He's a realist, bro.
I'm a
You're a
realist.
disgrace, bro.
No, I'm a realist.
Okay,
wait, let me go last, RDS.
Right, okay. Chainsaw, you give your Liverpool speech.
No, I want to go last.
Okay, Don Smoke.
This man don't have chest. God.
Right. So unless there's gonna be a way to ban fans, right? I haven't seen these guys win with fans, and it's not even that. It's not that they're not good enough. I believe it's like life is difficult, guys. Like at the end of the day, sometimes the most hardworking guy doesn't get to win, and the one that's you believe shouldn't win will win, and there isn't that sort of the underdogs this time again. 4 and 5, right? Who knows what could have happened if COVID wasn't there, and I don't see another pandemic happening. Klopp will challenge though, and I give props to Klopp. Bro, sometimes it's you got to always be the bride, especially if you don't have a partner to go on their knees, bro. Life is difficult.
Okay, can I go now?
You're like, right. Okay. Right. Thank you for that speech, epic speech, Don Smoke. Chainsaw, what do you have to say to back up?
First thing I need to debunk Don Smoke because he talks a load. It's like we won the league the fastest in 1920. Literally the fastest. We were one game away from competing the fastest any team has won the league in the English football history, especially in the Premier League. The fastest in March. No, your City didn't do that. Centurions didn't do that. Let me remind you.
What a type of defense the next
There's levels to this. You got more points by 1 point, but we did it faster than you.
Okay. Chainsaw, keep it to if you're who's gonna win this season. Keep it to
yeah, but I'm just giving facts. You know what I mean? Like we were literally 2 games away.
More points than you.
Let me finish. It's my speech. It's my speech.
Okay. Let Chainsaw land. Give your speech. Go. Come on.
Listen, I don't know why Mike is upset. He's downbeat. Like I will make sure Mike's.
Chainsaw, I'm not downbeat, but it's a realist.
You are downbeat.
Are you going to trust Darwin Núñez over Erling Haaland?
Listen, we've seen proof already, and I'm on track of that 35 goals. I'm on track.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Haaland isn't. Okay. But here's the thing, right? We were literally 2 games away from a quad. 2 games. The closest any team has been to a quad. Okay, so you need to start respecting what Klopp has built and is building, right? And with our signings, Fabio, Núñez, and Ramsey at right back, we've got actual squad depth and solid squad depth. We've got the best 2 left backs in the league. We've got the best 4 centre backs in the league. We've got the best goalkeeper in the league with a good back. Okay, we've got the best DM in the league. Let me finish. Best DM in the league.
Second place medal in the league.
Best DM in the league. Let me finish. Did you see Thiago? If Thiago stays fit, he's the best midfielder in the world.
Relax, man.
It's just a straight fact. Have you seen him play? Okay, let's build up the team. There's only one weakness. There's only one weakness, which is Henderson and Naby. I agree. There is a weakness there, but it's not a massive.
The fans as well. The fans delusion.
Klopp can manage that, and add the fact that we have Salah. There's no better attacker in the world than Salah at the moment. Then you have Núñez. He's an unknown quantity, but we have Jota. Like Don Smoke said, Jota's going to have a breakout season. Jota's been.
I didn't say you'll have.
No, you said that he's going to have a breakout season. He has to have a breakout season. Yeah, but he's already had 20 goals 2 seasons in a row in all competitions.
Yeah, and 2 second place medals, bro.
Chainsaw. Round up your point. Round up your point. But people are looking at this in 4K though. But anyway, go on, Chainsaw.
But I don't understand why Liverpool fans will question this team, this manager, the club structure, and the transfer window is not even finished. Then listen, transfer window is not finished. You haven't even won the Champions League. The transfer window hasn't
still
even
Premier
finished.
League talk, bro.
Chainsaw. Who the heck are we
Klopp's
going to
been
sign?
in 3 Champions League finals, 1 Europa League final, 2 League Cup finals, FA Cup final, won the Community Shield, won the Premier League, 99 points, fastest.
Audience gonna speak after.
Respect this team.
Mike,
Okay, it's
you
going to
have
be
to- you
close,
have to
but
settle
we're going to
things
win
down.
this.
Position, bro.
We're going to win this.
Okay, so Liverpool, so Chainsaw epic speech. So Mike, just as a sort of as the in-betweener, to
balance.
kind of round this off, like what are your thoughts on who's gonna finish
Better back
first
the
and
team,
second?
Mike. Better back
Let
the
me
team.
bring it back down to earth because I know Chainsaw. I don't know if he's been smoking something, drinking something, or injecting something.
Audience,
but,
I had to go and get a goosey because he was talking so much.
I love your I love your positivity, Chainsaw. No, there's no doubt about that. But you can't say we have the 2 best left backs in the league. You can't say we have the best 4 center backs in the league.
Robinson's falling off.
Chainsaw. We let you speak. We let you do your speech, which
Let
was,
Mike- let
like
Mike
a Joe
speak.
Biden speech,
No
which
way.
wasn't that great
We've got
at
5
times.
Who's
5
better
minutes
than
on Mike.
Robertson in the league?
Well, I would say Cancelo, but that's an argument for another day. Look, our midfield is weak, and that's the problem. I can't trust Thiago staying healthy. That guy's made out of ice. Look, when he plays Liverpool's, you can't stop Thiago when he's on his day. But he's injury prone. That's the problem with him. And Henderson keeps doing these no-look back crosses to the back post. I'm done, man. I'm done with fucking Jordan Henderson. The guy's a prick.
But Mike, this is the thing I don't understand about
But the
you
window's
Liverpool.
not over.
Chainsaw, we're not going to sign anybody.
Let
Let's
Mike
go. Fuck, let's go.
Let Mike
You
finish.
let Mike cook now. Let Mike
Well, I was
cook.
going
Let
to...
Mike
Fox,
cook.
were you going to ask something?
Yeah, and that's the one thing I don't understand about you Liverpool fans. You're cursing out your midfield. I get it, it's a weakness, but every squad has got a weakness. You get what I'm trying to say? You can look at Man City squad and find weaknesses in there. But at the end of the day, that's a midfielder.
Can you? Factos.
Edison-
What
Edison-
wait,
Yes,
wait,
you have
Factos.
weaknesses. They do.
Wait,
they
Factos.
do.
What weakness does City have? I
Bro,
just want to know that.
Edison.
Cancelo is the liability at the back, bro. And so is Kyle Walker as well. And if they don't
No,
have
not
Diaz-
Kyle Walker.
well,
But Cancelo
Oh
is...
yeah,
you see
sure.
those diagonals,
Diaz went
look,
past him.
I'm saying that he's a
No,
good
no.
defender, but he can get caught up pitching it.
Yeah. But then he uses his pace to get back and recover
Yeah,
from that.
sometimes.
He's not as
Cancelo
fast.
Cancelo can be a liability against the best
He's
attackers
a
in the world.
big liability. I saw him against Madrid as well. He's a big ass liability, that guy. At the
Look,
back.
Wait, Mike. Can I respond to factors about the midfield? Can I just get my
let me-
Yeah, go ahead.
Ariam,
The
okay.
reason why factors is also because yes, you guys can talk about Sleepy G and all that kind of stuff, but it's because we had Gerrard. So every day, every Liverpool fan watches our midfield and just thinks, Jesus Christ, this same Anfield.
You
I
got
know
Thiago
what an
and
actual
Fabinho.
midfield.
What are you talking about, bro?
Is
You
he
got Thiago
Gerrard?
and Fabinho in the midfield.
Are they
We have a
Gerrard? Are they
United fan
fixtures?
backing
You don't
Liverpool.
have to be like
Come
Gerrard.
on.
You got Salah up front. He's like one of the
Brother,
greatest
yes,
ever
Factor.
Premier League
Come on.
players. What are you guys talking
Bro,
about?
we
Like,
So
had-
audience,
we had
I mean,
KDB.
fuck those. It has to be a carry
Right.
job by
now you're saying that
Sullivan.
you're underdogs. What the fuck
Right.
is this I'm hearing?
Right, guys,
If we had KDB,
guys,
we
I'm
would
gonna
squad.
start moving people because everyone's talking to each other, and also we're gonna be rounding things up soon to show. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and find it because obviously everyone's passionate. We will revisit this. Okay, so I'm gonna go around everyone. Okay, and I'm gonna say second, and I want people to give their honest opinion on who's gonna finish second in this Premier League, and because first is self-explanatory. Chainsaw, who is finishing second?
Okay. Saying all of
Ricky,
that,
brief.
I'm gonna
No speech. Just who's finishing second? Come on.
okay. It'll be very close. City second and Liverpool first.
Mike,
Liverpool second, City first.
Don't smoke.
The quad guys are gonna be second.
Factos.
I have City second, bro. I have City second.
Okay, right. Okay, so it's 2-2 so far. Okay, Ariam, second or first?
Tottenham
You
are
said-
going to finish second.
Did you say? Yo.
You asked me a question. Tottenham are going
You have to
finish
pick out
second.
the two
Turn
teams.
your
Two
underdogs,
last
man.
teams.
I had a quick catch
Well,
up it,
just
but
say you
I don't have
finish
a quick.
second.
You don't know who I have finishing first. I just answered your question. You said
You
who's
did.
finishing second. I said Tottenham.
You did. You did.
What's wrong with
Oh, I
all
thought
you
you said
guys?
Liverpool. I thought you said Liverpool. My bad.
You did.
I said
You did.
Tottenham. Tottenham will finish
my
second
bad,
in the
my bad.
league.
So who's
You
finishing
did.
first?
That's not the question I was asked.
Bro, I'm
Okay.
asking you who's finishing first.
No,
Oh,
we'll
audience,
talk first in a second. So, because I think we've got general. So, the general, it's 2-2. So, what am I going to say? I'm going to say,
You're gonna go for the obvious.
RDS, you dare put Spurs at second?
Bro, these guys were
No.
quadruple, you know. They lost 4 games in a whole year or something.
No.
4 games, but only won two.
Yeah, but RDS, can I just say one
domestic
thing?
cup,
One
bro.
thing. One little thing.
Oh, here we go.
Klopp said, book your tickets for Istanbul. Every season that we've come close under Klopp, we do better next season. So I'm just saying.
Erhan, who's a Spurs fan, says Tottenham are finishing first. So to be honest, that's what I want because I don't want City or Liverpool to win. So I want Spurs to finish first, but I will be on loan to Madrid. So you know I can't.
I want Brighton to finish first, bro, but they won't do it.
But that means Cucurella will cost you 150 million.
Exactly. Revenues are all the money this season.
I'm gonna be okay. The realist to me is saying that like I just think that it's gonna be Liverpool that second, guys. Let's keep it stack. It's gonna be Liverpool second. I just think that
Life is difficult, guys.
I know. Life is difficult, and I think Spurs will finish third. And
But do you know what's also difficult? Winning the Premier League 3 in a row.
that is difficult. But Pep and
We've won it 2 in a row twice. So
you're not done it 3 in a row.
It was difficult factors being relevant in 2022, which Man United are not.
But I'm supporting your team, bro. Like,
we'll move on. So just the clock always falls off after intense season. That is true. So I do think Liverpool.
The quads are gone, bro. The quads after that workouts are gone. You have to crawl this season, bro.
So I'm assuming there's a general consensus that City, well, aside from Chainsaw, that City are potentially going to win 3 in a row. That seems to be the.
Also,
okay, Chainsaw,
Jack Grealish needs to prove
a brief rebuttal.
Well, you're expecting Haaland to be good, and there's no real evidence of Haaland being that amazing. He's overrated, in my opinion. And then Grealish needs to perform. He hasn't performed, has he? Okay, Mahrez is good. Mahrez is the one attacker I could trust to get like at least 10 goals, but he doesn't get you 20 plus goals. Who?
Foden, last season we won the league without Grealish or Haaland. We won the league without them performing.
Yeah, but Sterling was a crucial element. Gabriel Jesus was a crucial element. You lost 2 crucial players. 2.
Bro, how many goals did they put together combined? We got Alvarez and we got.
But they were more clutch. That was the importance of.
I don't think City deserves a question like this.
Which City games
City don't deserve a question like this. City shouldn't be questioned like this.
Bro, I'm not questioning City. People are sleeping on Liverpool. That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
We've been watching them for 5 seasons,
bro.
Right, guys. This has been. We'll continue this on the United Forum on Monday. So I'd continue, but for those who are watching, I've got my mate from We Talk Ajax. We're gonna have a Lisandro Martinez tactical announcement and what to expect from him. So that is literally going to be this stream will redirect to that live stream. So if you're on the panel, if you want to be involved, please head over and watch the video as well. We will be continuing this debate on the United Forum on Monday, which is a lot more open and a lot more banter and a lot more grilling. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Everyone on the panel, thank you guys so much. It's been very intense. But like
football is back.
I'm coming for Michael. Don't worry. At the end of the season, it's Michael.
Bro, I'm coming for your quads.
Yo, Mike,
I'll come for you as well, Don Smoke. Don't worry about that. But I'm coming for Michael.
I'm coming for your quads.
My own teammate.
Mike, you're banned from the parade. I'll go for you.
I don't want to pay $500 for an airplane ticket anyways.
Don't smoke. Go fix Haaland. Go fix your Haaland issue.
Go fix his touch, man.
Bro, we're gonna score. We're gonna share the goal tally like usual, bro. We don't need any.
Nunes is cooking. Nunes is cooking.
Bro, he's cooking wrong.
Right, guys. Thanks to everyone watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Make sure you check out the YouTubers here. I think Mike's the only one that actually has the YouTube channel here. I think Mike Talks Football. Yes.
No, Cucurella has YouTube channel.
Oh, sorry, and Chainsaw. Make sure you subscribe to Chainsaw's channel and Mike's channel as well.
I'll subscribe.
Have a nice day, everyone.
Cucurella is coming. Good night, everybody.